When it comes to climate change and energy crisis, we are not just talking about underdeveloped countries. These problems have become a global issue and a vast majority of the world's population is affected by it. The two interrelated global issues of climate change and the energy crisis pose a threat to the fundamental foundation of our planet. Due to rising energy needs, depleting fossil fuel supplies, and the urgent need for renewable energy sources, the world is currently experiencing an energy crisis. The Earth's climate is also simultaneously changing at an unprecedented rate due to climate change, which is mostly caused by human activity. In this video, we are going to explore the causes, effects, and ways that the energy crisis affects the climate change and its impacts on our planet, and also highlighting the pressing need for a switch to sustainable energy sources to guarantee future generations a brighter tomorrow.
In our modern society, climate change and energy crisis is a growing concern as we continue to rely more on energy. Some of the primary causes of climate change and energy crisis are the following. Powering buildings. Globally, half of all power or electricity is consumed by residential and commercial buildings. They contribute to greenhouse gas emissions as they rely on fossil fuels like coal, oil, and natural gas for heating and cooling. Deforestation, which involves cutting down forests for farming and other purposes, releases stored carbon from trees into the atmosphere. Since forests absorb carbon dioxide, destroying them also limits nature's ability to keep emissions out of the atmosphere. Machines used in the manufacturing process often run on coal, oil, or gas, and some materials like plastics are made from chemicals that come from fossil fuels. Overconsumption. Our home and use of power, how we move around, what we eat, and how much we throw away all contribute to greenhouse gases emissions. Excessive consumption of products like clothing, electronics, and plastics also contributes to these emissions.
Energy crisis has a number of factors as we talk about this topic. We have to expand our views in crafting what's actually behind the global energy crisis. Some of the effects of this global issue are the following. Economic impact. Energy is fundamental to economic activities and energy prices can lead to higher energy prices, which can increase the cost of production for businesses. This in return can lead to reduced economic growth, job losses, and inflation. Energy shortage. During an energy crisis, there may be lack of energy resources such as oil, gas, or electricity. This can lead to power outage, disruptions in transportation, and reduced availability of essential goods and services. Higher cost for consumers. Energy costs typically rise during a crisis which constrain household budgets. Higher energy bills can lead to reduced disposable income and lower standards of living for individuals and families. Greenhouse gas emissions and air pollution. The combustion of fossil fuels emit enormous amount of carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases into the Earth's atmosphere. Pollutants such as sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are also released, contributing to air pollution, smog formation, and respiratory disease. Of an energy crisis on economics, communities, and the environment could be vast and complicated. A mix of short-term actions to solve urgent shortages and long-term efforts to transition to more environmentally friendly and resilient energy sources is required for effective solutions.
As we have addressed all probable consequences of the energy crisis, we should always hope that this challenge will help the world get back on its feet. That is why we must awaken, transform, and recognize that our energy is currency. So all we have to do is to spend it well and invest it wisely. Move towards renewable resources. replacing old energy sources appears to be a difficult undertaking. Nevertheless, by adding renewable energy to the grid and steadily increasing its share, we can realistically expect a future powered entirely by green and more sustainable energy. Common stand on climate change. We should act before it's too late. That being said, as early as now, we must indulge in viable activities that will conserve the planet. In our own little ways, we can save energy by turning off appliances when not in use. We can minimize gas emissions by traveling green style as switching use of cars and walking instead. Or starting small by planting trees and buying local products to help lessen the carbon footprint. Become energy efficient. If the world changes, why aren't we? By becoming energy efficient, we could even save our bills. By eliminating energy leaks, putting our gadgets to sleep, and unplugging redundant connections, we can preserve our home and we save our pockets from overspending. As much as we want to surround ourselves with positive energies, we must also try to safeguard our doings. Because remember that our environment will become a reflection of ourselves.
To address these interconnected difficulties, societies will move to renewable energy sources, reduce energy use, and establish policies that promote sustainability as soon as possible. Only by coordinated and determined action can we expect to limit the effects of climate change while also resolving the energy problem and securing a sustainable future for the generations to come.